guys, and welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be doing a side-by-side comparison, a battle of the products type video. I really love doing these videos as I just really like to compare similar products and see which one is the best, like dueling two products that have very similar claims. So these are two semi-permanent brow ink products from the drugstore. These are very affordable products that are supposed to give you like 3-day long wearing brows. I'm going to be putting it on before I do my makeup because I thought if I apply the foundation first, it's probably not going to give that 72-hour wear. I feel like it's going to probably tint the skin underneath. And if that's the case, then we want to put this on before we actually do the rest of our makeup. So we're going to be comparing the Essence Brow Like a Boss Ink Brow Gel. It's supposed to give you 72-hour lasting waterproof brows. And we're going to be comparing it to the Revlon Color Stay Semi-Permanent Brow Ink. This is also 3-day brow. Basically, the gist of both products is it's a ink kind of gel-like formula that's going to give you 3 days of flawless, waterproof, smudge-proof, transfer-proof brows. And as I said, both are drugstore, which I love to do drugstore testing. I'm going to be doing more of that. If you're new to my channel, I test and review a lot of products. And in the past couple years since I've started my channel, I have focused a lot on high-end. As I'm like, oh, I'm going to save my money for those big, big brands that everybody's like dreams about. But day to day, realistically, most people are looking at affordable. And so I'm going to be focusing a lot more on drugstore makeup, still doing lots of high-end stuff, but if you're interested in drugstore makeup reviews, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button to make sure you don't miss out on any future upcoming videos, as I do have a lot of fun drugstore that I'm still testing right now and still doing recording videos on, and then obviously lots more to come. So without further ado, let's get into the battle of the brows. Before I start, what do you guys think of my background? I did a little TikTok video where I showed you how, or not how, but like showed you me changing my backdrop. So if you're new to my channel as well, you will not know that I'm also an esthetician. So this room that I'm recording in right now is also my little home-based salon. So it's a bit of like a kind of jack of all trades down here. I do record my videos down here. And I also do my work as an esthetician. So this is not only my backdrop, but it's also like a shelf for my clients, like a bit of decor. And I was very excited to redo for fall. I'm getting more into home decor. And anyways, I posted a TikTok about it, and this was all from the dollar store. So anyways, if you want to see how I put this together, then go ahead and check out my TikTok. I'll have it linked down below. I have also decided I've been having trouble, especially with my new baby. I feel like I have a lot of things I want to update you on that have been going through my brain. So if you want to just see the makeup, I'll have chapters skip forward to where I actually test the product. Sorry guys for this like word vomit, but I really want to share all this with you. So I had a baby recently. She's 3.5 months now. I have been meaning to do, which I promised you guys, I did my pregnancy journey, but I also wanted to update you on postpartum. I am going to be doing kind of like a postpartum update, plus like how the first 3 to 4 months have been going, little life update kind of thing. So I will be doing that very soon. And I want to do kind of like a Q&A when I do that. So go ahead and follow me over on Instagram if you want to ask any questions. I will be posting on my stories, ask me a question, and then that will be where I get my questions for my video. So that will be coming soon also. And the whole reason I'm word vomiting this at you is kind of going back to TikTok where I posted my backdrop change. I do think I'm going to be also, I don't know, I don't post enough on social media because I feel like it's enough for me to have to sit down and do these videos and edit them and get them posted. To do like more content just feels like so much more on my plate because I have to always like make sure I have makeup on. But I think I'm going to be doing over on TikTok especially more like lifestyle, still lots of makeup content, but more like lifestyle, motherhood, kind of more laid back, like silly, funny videos, lifestyle videos, decor videos, motherhood videos, like kind of a bit of everything, a mixed bag. So if you're interested in like more of that kind of channel, then also go follow me over there because I'm very excited about it. I feel like being able to just like post a video with no makeup on, I'm a mom, this is what's going on in my life right now, kind of that kind of stuff will be easier to keep posting more regularly. So now that I've gotten all of this out of the way, let's actually start talking about the products. So I kind of already gave you the rundown of these products. They're basically pretty self-explanatory. So I'm hoping the colors aren't going to be too different because I'm going to do one on one brow, one on the other. We're going to see how these products wear. The only difference, which this is going to be the biggest kind of comparison, is the applicator. So first, let's take a look at the Essence. It's just a very simple tube, very similar to their mascara, brow mascara. But when you pull it out, this is what it looks like when you pull it out. It's like a brush, a brow brush. Also, good thing I just remembered, when I did my haul, I dumped some of this product out. So don't tip it upside down. I'm going to remove some off the tip so you can really see the brush. So this is the brush. One thing I will say right off the bat is I do think I'm going to prefer the Revlon in terms of applicator because this is quite a thick brush. If you want a more natural hair kind of like hair-like application, I don't know how this is going to go because it seems quite thick, but anyways, we shall see. So that's the color of the Essence. I got it in the shade brown. And then in the Revlon one, this one comes with it's called a Smart Tip and a built-in spoolie. So applicator is a little bit better from just first glance for the Revlon. It's supposed to give you an alternative to microblading, laminating, or tinting. So it's a little bit more of like, you can do different techniques with the Revlon, whereas the Essence, I feel like it's gonna just be kind of fill in your brows. So you pull this off the top and there's the spoolie, which I kind of find cool. Little spoolie here so you can brush through the brows. And then it pops back on the top. I like that. You twist off. This is in the shade Soft Brown, and it comes in a much more precise applicator. So I feel like you can make those hair-like strokes. You could still fill in. It gives you a little more option. So I'm going to do like a really thin line, and then I'm going to do a thick line so you can see the difference. The colors aren't completely the same, but they're also not totally off either, so I feel like it'll be fine. So the thin line in the middle is the Revlon using just the tip for a very precise line, and then the thicker line right here is the Revlon, a little bit more intense. So let's just shut up and let's just do it. So let's start with the Essence. I'm hoping this is gonna look all right. I'm nervous about this one. So first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna steal the spoolie. I'm gonna brush my hairs up. Does it have directions? Should we shake? Let's shake it. With liquid products, I like to make sure they're shaken up. So let's remove any excess product here. I'm gonna just do like the line underneath the brow. It's a little bit warm for my brows. Like it's a little warm toned. That's actually nice though. It made a really nice, like I was able to get precision. I wonder if you used like the edge of this, could you get hair-like strokes? I'm gonna dip back in because it's kind of getting dry because I removed all that extra product, but I feel like if you didn't remove the extra product, it's gonna have too much product. Let's go ahead and do the same thing kind of in the top, but I'm not gonna go all the way because I don't want the front of the brow to be that saturated in product. Considering it's a thicker brush, you can still get decent precision. I'm gonna fill that in. For the most part, it's pretty precise. It's definitely a little bit messier than I would like, but if you're careful, it's not bad. Now that there's not as much product, I'm gonna bring it into the front of the brow and start blending it in so that it's not quite as dark. And it does, I can already tell it's drying down. So that's good because I feel like it's gonna last longer, but just make sure if you're gonna like try to blend any of the product, you might wanna do it right away. And try to almost create strokes. I don't know if it's gonna work. Or at least, no, it doesn't really create any like hair-like strokes. Oopsies. Definitely more of like a fill in your brow, which I don't mind. If you've watched my channel, you know I do like to fill them in with pomade. So for me, this is fine. But if you are somebody who likes to do kind of the feathery look, the hair-like strokes, you're definitely probably gonna like the Revlon better. I'm gonna take this spoolie and kind of brush the front to see if it will soften it a bit. It's kind of making the hairs stick a little bit too. So if you apply it in an upward motion, it might almost act as a gel as well, like to keep them upwards. I don't know. I feel like I don't hate it, but I wish the applicator was a little bit more precise is all I have to say so far. It does look almost more like a tint, so that's kind of cool. I don't mind it. So it's still fully drying. We'll come back to that. It just doesn't look as also like, it's hard to get an even application. It maybe almost looks a little patchy, but I think I'm gonna leave it for now because I don't want them too dark, especially considering I think this one is a little bit lighter. So we don't wanna go too dark. Now the Revlon one, when we do this on the other side, you can do more hair-like strokes. First, I'm gonna do a line underneath. This one feels a little more oily, and it's definitely a thinner, more lightweight formula. Now I'm gonna do the top, same as the other one, but I'll just start to do hair-like strokes before I fill it in so that we can see if it will achieve that look. So the soft brown in the Revlon is definitely lighter than the brown. I feel like I would probably be a bit darker. It's a little light for me, but that's okay. So I am gonna fill in the tail because I am gonna end up filling it in anyway. It does kind of hold the hairs as well, which is nice. And then taking the spoolie and brushing the hairs up so that they dry like that. Now let's go in to the front and try to do these hairs. It's not, I don't know, it's not creating like the most precise lines as I would think it would with this brush, but it's a little bit more precise than the Essence. Like it doesn't create those precise lines like a brow tint pen would, but it does create a more natural look than the Essence side for sure. I mean, you'll see when I come closer up, it doesn't look quite as filled in. I also like that this one comes with that spoolie. So, I mean, I feel like I like them. If I had to pick one upon application, I'd pick the Revlon because it has a bit more of a precise applicator. This one also has a lighter formula, like more liquidy and lightweight. This one has a thicker texture. Once they're fully dry though, this one definitely dries down to like a matte finish, whereas this one's still feeling a little sticky. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is finish my makeup, and then I'll come back and we can look at the finished look and see if this one, did it set down? Does it still feel sticky? Okay guys, so this is the finished look. So for the brow update, this one, the Revlon did set down. It doesn't feel sticky anymore. Both of them feel kind of crisp. Do you know what I mean? Like when your brows have a gel on them, that's how they feel. So that's kind of nice because I feel like it's acting a little bit like a dual product where it's tinting them, putting, you know, filling them in, but it's also keeping the hairs in place. This one I got a little bit of concealer in there and I tried to brush it out, but this product's really stuck in there, so it kind of doesn't look perfect. I feel like next time I'll be a little more careful. I feel like I'm actually, like, I'm not mad about the way either of them look. I think they both look really nice. They're a little bit different, and I did have a thought that if you want to use the Essence one in a more like feathery kind of look, if you want to apply it a little bit less filled in solid, if you want a little more of a precise applicator, then you could use one of your brushes and possibly just dip into the product a little bit. So that's a little, I don't know, idea if you are interested in this but you don't love the applicator, because the product seems, both of them seem like they're going absolutely no wear, which I'm excited about. I am excited to see how these actually hold up and do they last 3 days. I obviously am not going to wipe them off, but I will kind of wipe around them and see if they last for 3 days. I mean, hopefully they don't look crusty. I don't know. I'll keep you updated, guys. I'm going to do a 3-day wear test. So if you're interested in finding out how these babies hold up, then keep on watching. But as of right now, I'm not really mad about either of them. They look pretty good. Hey guys, so it's the end of the day. I am here to chat about the brow products. So we have the Revlon and the Essence brow ink gels. This is the end of day 1 before I wash my face, and it definitely hasn't budged at all. You know, you can kind of play around with it. You can smudge a little bit and nothing comes off. So far so good. I am really happy with the wear of these, and I will continue to see how they wear after in the next couple of days. So stay tuned if you want to see some more updates. Guys, so it is day 3 of my brows. I had just taken pictures throughout the 72 hours. We're not quite at 72 hours. It is about 10 o'clock and 72 hours would be 1:30 today. But I feel like I have a pretty good idea as to how these products wore. So we're here. Sorry, I just ran up the stairs from the basement because I was doing laundry. Whew, I'm out of breath. So this is the Essence side, and as you can see, pretty much, I would say less than 24 hours after applying it, it definitely was going patchy, especially like along the tail. There was a little area in like here that I forgot I had brows on and scratched a bit, and I think it removed a little bit of it. But aside from that, like all down here, definitely got patchy within 24 hours. This one, the Revlon side, you can see has gone patchy, but didn't start going patchy until like last night, which would have been over 48 hours. So it's definitely held up much better. I still feel like it looks not horrible. I mean, I would want to touch it up if I was going somewhere important, but it looks not horrible. This one looks pretty much almost completely like, I don't know. It doesn't, it's attached to the hairs still, but everywhere on the skin, it's pretty much gone. Whereas this one, as you can see, it's still on the skin, just patchy. So I would say neither of them last fully up to 72 hours, like 100%, but the Revlon one did last multiple days without me having to touch it up, and it still looked really, really good. The Essence like lasted a long time for a brow product, but not for the fact that it was, you know, it had claims of 72 hours. So I personally think between the two, the Revlon is definitely a better product. I personally preferred the applicator because you could do precise work, but you could also fill in. So you had a little more versatility with it. And I also enjoyed that it came with a spoolie. So definitely I prefer the Revlon, and I really actually did enjoy it. I would use it again. I personally felt like dirty the last 3 days. I feel weird having makeup on my face, and I feel like I just look dirty. So I don't think I would actually wear this without washing it off at the end of the day. But it is nice because it's a really long wearing product. I don't wear makeup every day. Maybe if I wore makeup every day, but I'm a mom and I don't. So I felt kind of weird just having my brows on for 3 days straight. But I do actually know people that don't wash their brows off because it, you know, they can get a few days out of it. So I do think if you're one of those people, then definitely the Revlon is the way to go. And it is an affordable way to do it. So that's my final review. I hope you guys found this helpful and enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.